Get ready for some extreme winter sports action this weekend because the X Games are back and are getting underway in Aspen later this afternoon. Just like any other sporting event we've seen within the last year, there's going to be some major differences for athletes, but the most noticeable one will be in the stands with no fans. I take a look at how officials and athletes alike are getting ready. Big jumps, big air, big mountains, and a big change.
It's clearly like a big difference with everything going on.
This year's Winter X Games will have most of the same thrilling feats of athleticism as years past, but fans will be taking it all in from home.
Typically, we're hosting tens of thousands of fans as spectators. We have activations, we have music.
The COVID-19 pandemic has taken its toll on every major sports league over the past 11 months, and these games are no exception.
Everyone's going to be masking and distancing, and then when it comes to whether it's everyone in offices, we've made sure that filtration systems are as they're up to the levels that they need to be.
The Winter X Games usually host everything from skiing and snowboarding to motorsports like snowmobiling and snow biking. But to keep people safe,
we are focusing on the key, the core competitions that we're planning to do, which are snowboarding and skiing, big air, slopestyle, super pipe, and a couple knuckle events.
Those changes have been affecting athletes like Chris Corning, who has been struggling with training for the last year.
I got stuck in Wyoming for 5 weeks filming that when the pandemic started. At the end of the summer, we went to Europe and we rode. We were there for about 2 weeks, and I only rode for 2 of those days because of the weather.
Between missing out on competition since the pandemic began and time to practice on the slopes, getting prepared has been a challenge.
We had a contest in Austria a couple weeks ago that was our first big air of the season, and then we were going into locks for slopestyle. And leading up to those days, there was no jumps really open in Colorado, no places in the U.S. that had any jumps.
Usually, the team does 10 to 15 competitions in a given year, but so far, Corning says they're only on track to do 3. That lack of competition won't stop him. Neither will the lack of screaming fans.
I've competed at quite a few places that there's not a crowd. I think it's be more weird just seeing that there's no one here, because you're so used to it being so busy.
Couple that with fresh powder, a nice forecast, and a positive attitude from everyone involved, the event's vice president says it should all make for a great time.
They're all fired up to put on a great show, so hopefully everyone can tune in over the weekend. Should be fun. Women's snowboard slopestyle will lead off the X Games at noon today, with events continuing throughout the weekend. Corning competes in men's snowboard big air event on Sunday at 6:30 in the evening. For a complete list of events this weekend, just head over to our website, thedenverchannel.com.